So today is Sunday the 5th of June, and I'd like to put out a big shout out, a happy birthday, happy 23rd birthday to my middle daughter, Sally. Baby, I hope you have a great day. I love and miss you heaps. Bye. G'day, I'm Reg.
And I'm Sam.
And we are S.A.R. Adventures.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey! Goodbye, Sapphire.
Yeah, we've just left Sapphire and we're heading to Mount Morgan today. We're going to stay there for a few days. Whoop.
Yep. Catch up with an old mate, Sis.
And yeah, go see the Capricorn caves up past Rocky. So that's, and other stuff too, but
Yeah.
that's what we're mainly doing. So, did we already say day 10?
Nope, day double figures.
Maybe, can you keep the car straight?
Well, it's these roads, and you'll understand what I'm talking about if you watch Sunday night.
Oh gosh.
Just off to a really good start. All packed up, all hooked up. Hurt me back. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not a bad strain, and I should be all right by the time, after the next 4 hours of sitting down in a car. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's only a short trip today. All right, we'll see you when we get to Mount Morgan.
It's a dizzying day. I would give a lot to get away. It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave. I got the curtains up. I guess it would be nice if you could interrupt. It's a day like this. It's a day I really would have missed. Dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave?
These caves are estimated to be about 390 to 400 million years old, so about twice the age of the dinosaurs. They are basically an ancient coral reef. No, so everything in every formation in these caves, apart from obviously these have been installed, are actually all natural. There is only one man-made tunnel in these caves that I'll show you, and that was like back in like, you know, the 1890s kind of thing. That is the only man-made. Everything else is just formed naturally. And the presumption of these caves is basically, being the limestone and things, is that, you know, you can see sort of like, you know, you see sort of like little fracture lines and things on the rocks, and, you know, it's thought that at one point that's where the water sort of gets into, and it's just helped carve out these big cave systems. This is called the vestibule cave. If you look up here where this light is shining up, that at one point in time would have been a raging waterfall, hence the reason it's shaped like that, and this actually would have been a body of water down here. So these caves are privately owned. They have been since, well, it's been about 140 years now. So John Olsen, has had these caves from about 1881 to 1988, and then now the Augustine family own them. They're in their second generation. So they're actually the only privately owned show caves on freehold land in all of Australia, which is what's helped preserve them so well. So, yeah. You know, quickly, sky window. Named, obviously, because window to the sky. It's actually quite beautiful, especially on a day like today. At one point down here, people used to, I think they've stopped doing it now, used to be part of one of the tours. People would actually climb up through there, get in and up. Yeah, they come from other areas and come up. If you do one of the adventure tours, it's quite funny. I've done them, and you go and like you crawl into what they call one's called rebirth. This is our camel cave, as they call it. Do you reckon you can see what's called camel cave? Yes. Okay, so that's another one of those flow stones. Apparently, it looks very much like a camel. Can't see its head, the poor thing, but it's a camel. Once upon a time, this is where brides used to get actually ready before they had weddings. So because we do weddings about 10 to 15 a year in the cathedral up there, and then they'd make their way up here. That's since changed. You can imagine it being raining and things. Yeah. Yeah, you're dragging the dress through the back seat. Wet back poo, you know, and you got high heels on or whatever. Personally, I'd be barefoot, to be honest. I couldn't do it. All right, we're going to walk up here. This is the point if at any point you feel a bit like, oh, hey, how you going? You can feel free, obviously, to touch, pull on something. This again here is also actually just all naturally formed. Over time, once upon a time through like this would have been raging current of water. Very quickly here, so there we have one of those flow stones I was talking about. So this one here is one of the largest inside the caves that you'll see. It's actually called the Iron Cascade. Being that all that orangey colour you see is actually iron oxide, just washing down. It kind of looks like putty, you know, it looks like you could almost squish your finger into it. When the candle would blow out, he had to wade through that and all those, and then he had to find his way back to the tree, light his candle on the campfire, and then come away again. So there's a good chance he didn't even get any idea of, you know, how extensive this roof even was itself, because he wouldn't have been able to see it properly with just a candlelight. So play music in here, wouldn't they? Yes, people get married in here. Yeah, that's what I said. So it's quite special. So I'm about to play a song for you guys. This was actually named the Cathedral Cave because behind us there that he thought it looked like church organ pipes. Kind of looks like a melting ice cream. Really. Yeah. But apparently church organ pipes is what it looked like, so it's called the Cathedral. Oh, it's a bit short. There were these vines and things coming down, basically like sort of like bell ropes, and then towards the back we have one of those flow stones, which kind of looks like a bell. So it's called the Belfry Cave, just back, along that wall back there. And then we have what they call Jack's Beanstalk. That is actually one of those tree roots, funny enough. And this is actually the first entrance to the caves. This is where the caves were first discovered. So behind us here, and that entry point there, is where they first found these caves.
Hi guys.
I don't even know what day we're up to. I've lost track. It's Saturday. We're in Mount Morgan, and we thought we'd give you a little update on what we've been up to.
We think we're up to day, well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're at day 12 of our little adventure. We're staying at the Mount Morgan motel / van park. So it's a reasonably tiny park. A lot of permanent vans are here, but very pretty. You know, like up here in the mountains of Mount Morgan. Yeah, it's just lovely and green. I mean, you can probably see the grass behind us, and that it's just like this throughout the whole park. So, no, nice little place. Nice little place.
It's $28 a night for power and water.
Yeah. So we're staying here for 4 nights or 4 days, whatever it is. We got here on Thursday.
Yep.
And then on Friday, we decided to do all the rocky side of things. So we went to the caves, which is just slightly north of Rocky. That was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's been my favourite experience so far. Not that we've done much. We've only been on the road for 12 days. But yeah, that's up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was interesting to learn that the caves were privately owned. So a big shout out to originally the Olsons. I can't remember the name of the families that owns it now.
It's in the video that I've
But yeah, big shout out to them for making, you know, such a spectacular tourism or a place in our country, and making it available for everyone to come and see. And it's really good that they're like, apart from I suppose maintenance on the steps and the bridges from going from sort of cave to cave, it's entirely natural. So, you know, like all the ground that we're walking along, it's just nothing but compacted guano. And for those of you that don't know what guano is, it's bat shit. And limestone rocks and caves. Yeah, it was very, very good. I was really pleased with it. So then after the caves, we heard about the Rockhampton Zoo. So while we were on our way back from the caves, we went into Rocky and then into the Rockhampton Zoo. Those of you that are from sort of around the Ipswich and probably as far away as Brisbane and that know of Queen's Park in Ipswich. It's a very similar system. It's free to the public. They do ask for or they do offer donations for those of you, or for those of us that want to contribute to help maintain the place. So it's just this it's like a zoo in amongst the Rockhampton Botanical Gardens. So like very much like Queen's Park.
But it's saying that nothing like Queen's Park.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me say it's the same concept as Queen's Park, but very, very good, very good. You know, like for something that they are offering to the public for free, and those of us that wish to dive our hands into our pockets and put some money towards, they obviously welcome that. But to offer it, there was a couple of areas of the zoo that were under maintenance, and there was a couple of areas that were being constructed. Mainly the great big bird aviary was under maintenance, so we didn't go into there. But like as you walk into the front gate, the first thing that you walk into is meerkats, and you're like, wow. So like all these little meerkats that were running around. There was a little bit of a funny stint where all of them come running down to the glass where there was another family, and Sam and I were looking at the meerkats, and they all come running down, and initially we were all like, oh, here they all come. But then one of the zoo attendants walked past us, and then we realised that they weren't coming down to say hello to us. They spotted the uniform and thought, oh, here comes food. So as she walked past us, all the meerkats ran off to follow her. So that was a little bit funny because like everybody's like, oh, here they all come. And then, oh, there they all go. But then a little bit further down from that, chimpanzees. Like, and they were just like great. There's just something about watching monkeys and chimpanzees that's just really calming. And like they're funny.
Yeah, so entertaining.
Yeah.
Mood. Yeah, that's what I was doing right now, having a nap.
Mom is tired too. Look, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, I find
Salmon island.
What? Yeah.
Are you just here?
Stop arguing with me.
Saying I'm a big boy. Look at me.
let's see if they like the sound.
And then, of course, a lot of things the same as like what's in Queen's Park. There was emus.
Like, what you got for me?
Kangaroos, where you could go into this separate area and go like right into the enclosure with the kangaroos and the emus. And then there was dingoes.
You're a baby. I need to steal it. That's no joke. It went as soon as he heard the kid. He came running to the fence. He thinks he's getting fed. Look at him. They're just cute little puppies.
Oh, yeah. I got the skin one.
He didn't mean it.
Koalas.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Turtles.
That's a good
Look
size
at him,
too.
just resting in the sun there. We couldn't really see. I tried to film the snake, but you couldn't see it on the camera.
Yeah, no, there was a couple of boa constrictors that they had in there. You could only just make out one of them. I suppose this time of year they'd be starting to think about it's time to just stay in bed for the cold. But yeah, and then like these, one was a freshwater crocodile, was it?
Yeah.
And then the other one was a big salty. Just lying out on the grass with its mouth open, taking in the sun. So it was really good for something that they offer to the public for free. Like, wow, good on you, Rocky. Well done. So that was it. We haven't done anything else yet?
No, that was it. We did all that in one day, and then on the way home, we stopped up as we were driving up Mount Morgan, up the range.
Oh yes.
We stopped at, they have a little lookout on the side, so we stopped there and had a look out.
Yeah. Again, very spectacular lookout. Like we're standing on the range where Mount Morgan is located, and looking back out over the flats leading into Rocky. It was just another very spectacular lookout. Really good. And again, kudos to the local council and that on this quite windy, quite narrow range road, they built this lookout for the public to pull up and have a look. So yeah, another shout out for a job well done with that. Today we had planned for there's a heritage village or something like that here in
And
Mount Morgan and
rail
a
museum.
rail museum. So we had planned to go and do that today. However, at some stage during the night last night, the weather went south on us, and we had just a constant drizzle pretty much all night long. Got up this morning and it was no change. It's been kind of hot and cold all day long, you know, like as soon as the cloud cover comes in, like it is at the moment, the temperature just plummets. And then sort of the cloud goes away, and then we got time to do the washing yet? Oh, you know, and it's sort of, we scratch our heads for 5 minutes whether to do it or not, and then the clouds come in again, so it just hasn't been a very good day. However, I got to catch up with Timothy Siziolka, or Sis, mate, awesome. It was so good to catch up, throw out some few yarns, talk about a few of the lads and what they're doing now. Mate, 2 hours, it was a great 2 hours that we had together. Look after yourself. And while I was doing that, Sam was back here doing some video editing and that in preparation for this next video we put up. By the weather report, tomorrow is supposed to be a much better day. So we'll probably look at doing, like, tossing the washing in first thing and then boot off, go do the heritage and the railway, which we're not sure if we're going to have room on this video for. So if we don't, we will, you know, on our socials, we'll throw up photos and that of where we've been. That's basically been it. The highlight for me was obviously catching up with Sis. Yeah, that was just gold. So from here.
Yeah, so we were supposed to go to Proserpine.
Yeah, to the Cedar Creek Falls.
And yeah, but reading up on it online, you think it's not really going to be...
Yeah, I've been humming and hawing on the thing for a while, because like they say that the falls are only falls during the wet season.
Which makes sense.
And we're not in the wet season, so I mean we could go all that way and then just go up there and have a look at a billabong, which, you know, would be as boring as bat piss. So, oh, excuse my French. So I've been sort of doing a bit of looking around, a bit of searching, and I think we've decided that we're going to go to Bowen instead.
Yep.
So we're going to go to Bowen instead from here. There's a few things that are in the tourist information in Bowen that we want to have a look at. You know, obviously the big mango. There's a big something all over Australia now. So we're going to have a look at the big mango. There's Horseshoe Bay. That looks really pretty. Some murals and that's out and around for us to have, for the, you know, the people to go and have a look at. So we'll have a look at that. And then so I'm not exactly sure at the moment on how long we're going to stay at Bowen for. Maybe just, we might make that a short stop, 2 or 3 days. And then from there we're off to my niece's place, Hayley, in Townsville. And then of course we've got quite a few things planned for Townsville. So I mean, we may end up having to do a couple of videos or a couple of vlogs for Townsville because of what we've got planned.
So in our last video we said that we would talk about the next few stops afterwards, and we might not, I can't see anything different happening to our list from now on.
Yeah.
But I mean, just this is where we plan to go, and things might change and then we'll update you if it does. But I thought if I just let you know some of the places, then if you've got any ideas or things that you think we should see, or even along the way. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
That you could let us know in the comments. So after we leave Townsville, we're heading to Daintree. I'm guessing that's Daintree.
Yeah,
Daintree.
Daintree Riverview.
And then Cooktown, Weipa, because we're heading up to the Cape. So that our plan is to head up north, up to the tip of Queensland.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be stopping along the way, obviously.
Yeah. Allow Beach
camping.
in a mate.
Up the tip.
Amigo.
UMAGICO. But anyway, that's where we're planning on. That's where, when we originally looked, that's where we planned on camping. So, but anyway, if there's anything from here or Townsville up to the tip that you think that we should go and see, let us know in the comments.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
We'll check it out and see if we can.
So far, we've found, you know, like apart from like what we showed you in Charleville, we didn't know anything about the World War II secret base. And when I was talking to Sis today, he's like, I didn't know that existed either. So, and then when we were at Sapphire, you know, those lookouts and the dam, you know, like we didn't know anything about that either. That was basically through word of mouth as well. So, you know, we've seen some really spectacular sights that, you know, unless people told us about them, we wouldn't have even known they existed. So, yeah, definitely. If you've been to these places, yeah, make a comment.
I just want to say thanks to Lois. Lois sent us messages, even though we'd already been to the zoo. I appreciate you giving us some
Input.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving some input. Thanks.
So that's about it.
That's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thumbs up. Off we go.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Stop.
All right. Okay. All right, I'm good. Righto.
Where are we?
Yeah. Mount Morgan.
Alright, so we'll... Don't forget... What's next? That'll do. Why do I feel so unprepared? I think so. Maybe on the chip setting.